Hey guys, it's Jag. Welcome back to the arcade. Let's get back to just another game, Eternal Darkness, Sanity's Requiem. Last time, we wrapped up Chapter 3 and watched a gruesome, horrible death and found out that the Old Ones were responsible for the fall of Charlemagne. Now, yeah, we're going to be dealing with that a little bit. Now, the first 3 chapters were all in the same room, but we have to explore the mansion starting from this chapter onwards to start finding where the next pieces of the tome are. Fortunately, I have an idea. Thanks to Anthony, we have a new spell. And back here in the kitchen, we saw this. A wooden plaque is fastened to the door, taking the place of the lock. A colored sigil is carved into the wood above a wide slot. The slot is just wide enough to insert a narrow blade. We want to use the gladius that we picked up. We'll go ahead and equip that. And let's enchant the gladius with Xel'lotath alignment. If we do that, can we use it in this slot? Let's find out. Alex places the blade in the slot, but feels it push back. It is as if the magic of the blade does not fit the lock. So, okay, we can't do anything with that yet. So that was like my one idea. Now what do I do? I have the second floor key. When did I get that? Well, let's use that then. When did I get the second floor key? I'm coming, hold your horses. Ah, the key comes apart in the lock. The key to the second floor is broken. Perhaps there is a way of repairing it. This is what we're supposed to do. We will repair it. Just like we repaired the urns. Now let's use the key again. There we go. Now we have access to the second floor. Doesn't hurt to have this weapon enchanted. Ooh. Hello, sir. I love the sanity effects in this game. And that's why I chose the sanity alignment. Interesting. The wallpaper in this section of the hallway is oddly marred, as though the wall it sits on is not even with the rest of the room. Can't seem to do anything about that. The stained glass depicts a glowing medieval maiden, luminous even with the faint light of the setting sun. The maiden clasps a piece of parchment in her hands. The window gives Alex a strange feeling, almost as if it is magical and not really there. A glowing field of energy protects the window. Nothing we can do about that except take damage. Alright, we have a whole new floor to explore. It's too dark in here to do anything. Perhaps the circuit is broken. We immediately leave. I thought I could examine something. Ooh. Some 38 revolver ammunition. I'm sure that'll come in handy. Can't open that. A chapter page has been hastily stashed behind the frame of the painting. Should we retrieve the chapter page? Why not? Alex has found a chapter page entitled The Gift of Forever. Alright, let's sit down and read that one.
Dreams. Modern psychology offers only unproven theories. Some see them as the meaningless tossing and turning of a brain settling into a restful sleep. Others see them as laden with symbols of our unconscious desires. To still others, dreams represent the upwelling of the archetypes, normally hidden deep within the recesses of the human collective unconscious. Of one thing I am certain. After a brush with the ancients, our dreams metamorphosize into nightmares.
I have implored you for years, yet you ignore all my advances. You dominate my dreams, and I can think of nothing else. I fear I desire you many 100 times more than you love me.
My life has become a waking dream, Kareem. For weeks, I have dreamed of an ancient treasure, so precious that it changes all life around it. It must be mine, Kareem. If you truly desire me, as you say, then you will find this for me. Bring this treasure to me, and I will be yours. Both of our dreams will come true.
I need nothing more than you. You have enthralled me to the point where I can think of nothing else. Promise, if I leave, you will not forget about me.
You need not worry. I desire nothing more than the treasure that you seek. Leave now, Kareem, and I shall await you.
And now it's Kareem's turn to explore this place. It will change a little bit as history goes forward. So you'll be going to these old locations, but you'll be exploring them in new ways, and also you'll find some familiar locations in them. A man's corpse lies fallen. Wounds cover the exposed flesh of his body where his armor has failed. That's promising. Also, this is a very important chapter if you want to get one of the secrets in this game. I am going to point it out as best as I can, but once you miss it, you cannot go back and get it again without starting the game over. So, explore thoroughly. And now we're back in the room with the Tome of Eternal Darkness. Interestingly enough, there's a new statue. Anthony is here. Anthony is being honored. It's time for Kareem to claim the Book of Eternal Darkness. Yes. Quick recap, and now the monsters come to life. Babby zombie, don't bother me. I got pinned. Do I not have a weapon equipped? That would help. Hello. Equip the weapon, please. Thank you. There. Good lord, that was bad. I don't know why the equip system is kind of being a little bit finicky. Beat him to death! Alright, this is going better now. I actually have a weapon equipped. Alright, let's look at what's in our inventory. We have a lot of stamina. We have a ranged weapon, and we have a talisman. Let's check the talisman. An ancient talisman that has been in Kareem's family for many generations. It is said to bestow long life on those who have kept it. This item can be used to restore health. So this works like the strange necklace, only it has fewer charges. But we now have another health restoring item, which is good, because we're probably going to want that. Kareem's got a lot of health. I believe he's got a lot of stamina as well. But I don't think... No, he's got pretty good magic. He's a good all-around character. This weapon works a lot better when I'm not pinned in a wall. Beat him to death! I love how all the different weapons have a different finishing move. A statuette vaguely resembles a man stands atop a low pedestal. I guess we'll take that. It's glowy, so it must be good. Ooh, Kareem just took a lot of sanity damage. Ooh, this guy has a rune. I want the rune. Give me your rune. Thank you. Got a new rune. That'll probably come in handy. We don't know what it says yet, so there is that. Okay, we can't go any further here. Let's climb up. Alright, what have we got going on in this rune? Well, there is a force field. A coruscating barrier blocks Kareem's progress down the ladder. Its shimmering energies creates the vision of a rune upon its surface. Can't do anything with that, and I didn't want to examine it. Oh! No, you can't, because we got the rune in the hallway. Okay. I thought we would have to do something else. An arcane shrine dominates the room. Braziers surround its edge, while a larger one tops its summit. No doubt each one would be filled with incense to facilitate prayer to insidious deities. Alright, well, we did what we had to in this room. Let's climb down. A torch hangs upon the wall. Let's go ahead and get that. We probably need it at some point. If not, it's at least fire damage, which will help. Also, there's nothing wrong with hearing voices. Aha! Oh! Before we can enjoy that. Nice little room of combat. Now this should look familiar. This is the Xel'lotath Codex. Unfortunately, we do not have the rune that goes with it yet. A statuette vaguely resembling a man stands atop a low pedestal. Let's go ahead and pick that up. We have a white one and a black one. I don't think we can do anything else in here. Let's head back up. Okay. Aha! Let's use that there. Let's use this here. And we'll stand on the third one ourselves. Uh-oh, trappers. I think the best way to handle the trappers is to try a ranged attack. We only have so many chakrams, so it's good to just save these for the trappers. Alright, so we took out all of the trappers. What did that do for us? Oh. The shrine has risen from the floor, exposing what appears to be a lifting mechanism. We'll use that to descend. Why not? Let's go ahead and re-equip our toolbar. Nothing we can do for that guy. A lot of dead boys. A lot of dead boys. Lying in a pool of cold blood is a dead soldier. He is the victim of an unseen battle. Perhaps this man died from the claws of the monsters of this place. It is difficult to tell. Alright. This guy has a thing in his back. I would like to see. A man lies dead, anointed in blood from the ravages of a Tulwar sword. The wounds, deep and numerous, seep fresh blood. Precise yet powerful, the result of a man's action, not a monster's. Let's go ahead and take that. Now we can use 2 Tulwars simultaneously, which is really cool. Oh good, and we equip it automatically. That's good to know. Oh, and then he gets up. Maybe we shouldn't have, Would you like it back? I will give it back to you if you want. Ow. You are a speedy dude. And I can't target your head for some reason. There we go. Oh, body snatcher. I hate these guys. Oh god, this is why I hate these guys. This is why I hate these guys. If you don't push them off, they can bury in and kill you. And I believe that's their instant death attack. It kind of really sucks. So yeah, that's the Chatturg'ha version of what we saw in the last chapter. They are body snatchers, and they are terrible. They will almost always come out of living corpses, not zombos. So that's something you really... Oh, and I'm immediately proven wrong. Uh-oh. I'll explain what happened there in a minute. I want to finish these guys first. But, alright. So with that guy dead, assuming I don't get another one, congratulations. That is one of the effects that messes with the player. The sanity system does not always only mess with the character, it will mess with the player. And it will mess with it in very interesting ways. That is one of them. It just acted like my television went on mute, even though I didn't push the button. And that even caught me by surprise because I wasn't expecting it. Another dead man. Who are these men whose corpses litter the dungeon? Unwary soldiers who stumbled inside? Or grave robbers looking to plunder it? A crumpled scroll lies under the dead man's curled fingers. Let's pick it up. We get the recover spell scroll, which is one spell that we're really going to want to play with quite a bit. Let's take a look at it. I don't think we have the runes. A tattered scroll from an ancient text. It reads, "This spell enables the transfer of magical power from the environment to the self. Restoration of the body, spirit, and mind is this spell's purpose. It requires the Xel'lotath and Sanity runes, so we don't have those, which is kind of too bad. We might have one of them, it's hard to tell, because we don't have it identified. But the recover spell is very useful, except for recovering magic, obviously. I believe at the 3-point level you spend more magic than you would recover with it. It starts to even out at the 5-point, and then you start gaining higher than that. A metallic plaque replaces the lock. A colored sigil is engraved in the metal above a wide slot. The slot appears to be wide enough to insert a large blade. Interesting. We've seen that puzzle before, and I'm going to trigger it at least 6 times. We can't do anything with it now. Chop your head off. Chop your arm off. Finish you. We even have a different finishing animation, which is good. Oh, starting to take health damage and not just sanity damage. By the way, in case you didn't notice, when those bone rippers rip them way out of a corpse, you take a ton of sanity damage from watching it. That's why we're so low. Alright, with that battle down though, I think we're going to call it an episode here. Thanks for coming out and joining me today, and for seeing some of our first real sanity effects. Hopefully we're going to see a lot more. They're really cool. Anyways, next time we're going to continue on in this temple. Hope to see you guys then. Y'all have a great day. Later.